what is my go-to strategy for motivating a team that doesn't seem like they want to win during the game itself? I appreciate you asking me this question, and you didn't throw me any easy questions like how to cure cancer or how to start world peace. So we just went right to the hardest question, which is, how do you motivate teenagers once you see them stop becoming motivated? Well, there's no easy fix to it. And we've all been in that situation where you're coaching and it seems like you want it more than all of the team combined. And then all of your efforts to motivate the team seem like they demotivate the team, and you just get in this spiral. I've been there. I think we've all been there. If I can give you one thing that I think is the most helpful, and it's believe. Just when you see your team, you see the energy level going low, you see the motivation dropping, you see them they're hanging their heads, all that. Just be an unending stream of positive belief. And that doesn't mean that you're saying you're doing good, because if you're telling somebody, hey, you're doing good, and they just shanked the last 3 balls, they're just going to stop listening to you, because now you're lying to them. So we can never lie to them. You have to have this mind frame as a coach is, I know that I just saw you shank the last 3 balls, but I know you can get the next one. I know you can get the next one. And I believe that you will. And you might make some more mistakes. In fact, you will make some more mistakes. We're almost certainly not going to finish this game perfectly. But I know we can get the next play, which is also really important when you're seeing demotivation sometimes occurs when we look at the whole picture and it's becoming very overwhelming. It's 7-7, and they're already thinking about, well, how can I get 25 points? And when you can keep players focused on just the next play and just, okay, even less than the next point, just, why do coaches say one pass? And sometimes that becomes cliche, and then nobody's hearing it at all. But if you can truly narrow their focus to just the next point, a lot of times motivation happens by itself, because they're just working for one point. So I would recommend that if you're seeing your team get down, you're seeing the motivation level drop, saying we got to get motivated. Clearly, okay, I think we all know that ain't helping. Or you have the coaches scream, we got to have fun out there. And then the kids are all just like, okay, so we all know, we've probably all done that, unfortunately. I know I can look back and think I've done that, but we want to, okay, we don't want to do that. We want to just be this relentless positive force. And if we can just think about it like that, just relentless positivity and belief, like you believe in them more than they believe in you, and you're just going to keep going. You're going to keep pushing them, and couple that with, okay, just focus on this next point. Don't even worry about the last one. Sometimes you can also say it to your players. I think they'll understand this. If I threw 2 balls at you and asked you to pass both of them, how good would you be at either of them? You won't be any good. Well, if you're still thinking about the last point while you're playing this point, you're playing two plays at once. You're trying to pass 2 balls at once, because and almost literally in your brain, because when you think about how to do an action, actually a lot of those neurons fire in your brain. So to your brain's perspective, it is almost like you are trying to pass 2 balls at once, and clearly that's very difficult. So tell your players that, and if you have a player who does have a little difficulty letting go, say it to them like that. Hey, we can't play two points at once. Imagine if I threw 2 balls at you and asked them to pass both of them. That'd be really hard. That's the same thing that you're doing to your brain when you think about the last play. So how do I fix motivation? I don't know, but 2 good tools for it are relentless positivity, relentless belief in your players that they can win the next point, and narrow your focus, short-term focus, one action, build on small steps.